If you guys are looking for some coins to get the best FIFA 18 squads, then check out mulefactory.com. They're the cheapest site I found for coins. They deliver in 5 minutes. Now they even pay you back for your card, cover your 5% transfer fee with a brand new player auction wizard. And if you use TGC Kurt5 at checkout, you get 5% off your order. Check them out with the link down below now. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 10 to FIFA 18 video. Today we are returning with one that should be pretty fun. This is going to be a two-parter. We're going to go through the entire England 23-man squad. As always, the lighting is bizarre in here. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's literally up and down. It can't make its mind up. That curtain, that's actually a closed curtain with a blind behind it. And there's a light on my face. I will sort out a more permanent lighting situation at some point, but everything's a bit hectic at the moment and I'm just focusing on getting videos out. I've absolutely got the YouTube bug back again. I'm not sure you guys have seen. I uploaded, since I moved to London after starting my job, I've uploaded a why I quit YouTube, my return to YouTube, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos before this week. So technically 7 videos. These 2 videos I'm recording now are going to be my 4th and 5th already this week. So I've absolutely got the buzz back. Hopefully, if I just sit like this, that background doesn't look as white. But you're going to have to deal with it for now, but it will get better. Anyway, I don't know what I'm waffling on about. I've got the bug back for YouTube, so we've got some content we're going to be hammering out. I'm going to record back-to-back these England episodes, and we're going to have 2 pieces of content Saturday and Sunday this weekend, if I get them edited on time. But without any further ado, let's kick off with our first player, and that is going to be, if I could click on him, that's going to be Jack Butland. Now, Jack Butland, okay, I've moved the entire setup across. This should hopefully be a little bit better for you guys. Now there's a little bit less light shining in the background. Anyway, we'll start fresh with Jack Butland. So, Jack Butland started off his career at Birmingham. He was bought by Stoke City for this season that you can see on the screen right now, but he was loaned back to Birmingham. Following that, he was sent on loan to Leeds for FIFA 14, then returned to Stoke, and this is where he kind of started to stake his claim. During this time, though, he did have a ton of loans. So when he was at Birmingham in the early days, he was loaned to Cheltenham twice. Bought by Stoke, as I said, loaned back to Birmingham, then was loaned to Barnsley, Leeds and Derby. The Derby one was 2014. That was his final loan, and he's basically been settled at Stoke for the last few seasons. Of course, he had that serious injury last year, which really kind of scuppered his development, but he's playing alright. Obviously, Stoke have just gone down. It'll be interesting to see if he finds a home somewhere else in the Premier League. I would love it if he came to Arsenal, but we're going to see. It's a good chance he might be the #1 for the tournament. It's between him and Pickford. Possibly going to be Pickford, but it would be nice to be Jack Butland because I've always quite liked him. Anyway, we're going to move on to Pickford. I'm actually going to chuck him on the bench because this one has 11 players, whereas the other one only has... sorry, this one has 12, whereas the other one only has 10. I've literally split these like every other one I've put into each episode, so we might not get like an 11 with everyone in the right position, but forget about it. FIFA 13... Pickford was at Sunderland, obviously where he started his career. That was where he had his breakthrough last season. He went on loan. He had a couple of different loans, Bradford being one of them, Preston. He kind of jumped about a bit. But it was last season, FIFA 17, where he burst onto the scene. Obviously, he was in that side that got relegated, but he was like their best player by a country mile. Everton picked him up. Started the season quite strong. I think he's tailed off a little bit in my opinion. I think he's a good goalie, he's good with his feet and his distribution is good, but like I said, I prefer Jack Butland. But that is definitely going to split opinion, I'm sure it will. And he's, of course, up to a 79 rated card now. But we're going to move on to, we'll go to Gary Cahill. We'll pick one of our defenders. We'll go with Gary Cahill. Now, this is one of the few players that actually has a pedigree spanning all the way back to FIFA 10. There are not many players that actually do, because genuinely, like... This England squad is poor. You guys are going to see throughout this episode, this England squad is not the strongest. But we're going to see Gary Cahill started at Bolton in FIFA 10. He had a couple of great seasons there. Around this time, I really wanted Arsenal to sign him. Again, I know I keep referring back to that. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. That's what I'm going to do. But I really wanted him to sign for Arsenal. Of course, he did sign for Chelsea. Started off really well. First couple of seasons, he was decent. I believe he got in the Team of the Year in FIFA 15 or FIFA 6. Might have been FIFA 15. Yeah, FIFA 15 when they won the title because Leicester won it 16. I think that's right. Anyway, I think he got in the team of the season that year. That's then led to his massive upgrade, but then he's kind of plateaued. He has ended up with an 84 this season. He's not been that regular of a starter. In fact, I'm going to find out exactly how many he started. I'm going to say it's under 25. Gary Cahill, who scored He has started in 24 of Chelsea's games this season. There we go. I've absolutely nailed it. I thought it was under 25. And yeah, he's at Chelsea. Pretty boring FIFA career, in all honesty. But we're going to move on now to Harry Maguire, the guy with one of the worst FIFA faces in FIFA history. I mean, look at that. Not this one, not the FIFA 18 one, but the FIFA 12 one. That is awful. Back in the days when he was at Sheffield United in FIFA 12, that card is also shocking. Literally, the best stat is heading at 67, and that it's not great. A couple of seasons at Sheffield United, a bit of an improved card. His shooting went down though, but slowly rose through the ranks before going to Hull. Hull actually seemed to be a bit of a breeding ground of some good talent, defensive talent especially. Maguire, Andy Robertson, a couple of good players have come out of Hull's defence. But he had obviously a couple of seasons there, went down last year. Two players in Hull's defence that went down last season have then got decent Premier League moves, obviously Harry Maguire and Robertson, so it's surprising that they went down with that defence. But he's been really solid at Leicester this season. Obviously half of the squad have been absolutely on the beach. If half the squad was on the bench, then they'd not have a starting 11 out there. They've been on the beach for a couple of months now, and he is one of the players that is absolutely, sorry, I've got a virus pop up, who's absolutely thrived for the first half of the season and definitely gone on the beach for the second half. Anyway, enough waffling on. We'll move on to John Stones. Big Johnny Stones. Now, another player that has gone out on loan, done it the proper English way. It's quite interesting how many of these players that in FIFA 12 to FIFA 13, they were out on loan in League 1, League 2, and they've kind of come up to a Premier League club. It's so far, all of them other than Gary Cahill. Literally, we're at 4 out of 5 so far. But John Stones started off at Barnsley. He was obviously picked up by Everton. Was a right back originally, which is just bizarre. I know he's good on the ball, but not really sure he suits a right back. Moved centrally for FIFA 15. I remember that card, it was pretty decent, and he started obviously to break through for FIFA 16. Everton fans wouldn't stop shouting about him. Moved on to City. In fact, that's a bit of a lie, because the second half of the season didn't really get into that Everton squad. But now he's here, obviously 80 rated this season, and just an alright card. Not really that exciting of a history. Now we're going to move on to Karl Walker. I'll swap the sides around. We'll go with Karl Walker over here. Now another one to start off at Sheffield United. Karl Walker, obviously title winner this season. If you guys watch the Man City one, this one's probably not going to be of any interest to you, so I'll fly through it quite quickly because this was also in the Man City one. But he went to Villa, had a season at Villa, then went to Spurs. Obviously he's been at Spurs for a long time, and now he's at Manchester City. His pace has always been there since FIFA 12. They've always fancied him as a fast player, and he's definitely kept up to that moniker. Now we're going to move to the central midfield, and that is going to start off with Dele Alli. Now, a lot of special cards this season. Last year, even more. I think he had like 7 or 8 special cards last year. Absolutely unreal. But we go back to FIFA 14. He was, of course, at MK Dons. It was this second season, the FIFA 15 season, I believe, when in January Spurs signed him but loaned him back to MK Dons for the second half of the season. He went on to get into the EFL team this season. Possibly got EFL Young Player of the Year. Could be wrong. Moved to Tottenham. Obviously, played quite a lot of games in that season. Got upgraded all the way to 82. It was really big improvement, and then now he's at an 84. He did have a bit of a tough spell at the start of the season, but I think second half of the season, he's especially Christmas period, really picked it back up, and it's interesting to see how he's going to get on at the World Cup. I'm looking forward to a potential Harry Kane and Dele Alli partnership, which never thought I would ever say, but could be fun for the World Cup at the very least. Now, we're going to move into our central midfield position, and we're going to go with Fabian Delph. Now, this is a pretty loose term when I say central midfield, because he's played around a little bit. Obviously, this season, you know, he's been playing at left back. If we go back to FIFA 10, he was at Villa. We do have a huge Villa past. He went on loan to Leeds, and I remember he was fantastic, actually. I'm also going to stop here, because that FIFA 13 one was the year when Gabby O'Bonlahor and Nathan Delfonso were absolutely outrageous, and he got a perfect link to both of them, and those were the days. A pacey, he's left-footed, isn't he? Pacey left-footed centre mid. I just always remember I constantly had them in my silver squad all the time. But it was, I think, the FIFA 15 season where they reached the FA Cup final. They reached the FA Cup final. They beat Liverpool in the semi, and then, of course, lost to Arsenal. And then he secured his move to Man City. Didn't really get in the squad to start off with, and then this year he's had a lot of fun playing at left back. He's found a lot of joy there and been able to get into the side. But again, another one, kind of slowly worked his way up and found his way at a big club. Very interesting, the development path for Premier League players. And we've got another one here that is, again, very, very similar to the last. This is going to be Jordan Henderson. Now, he was a right mid at Sunderland, the boyhood club of his. Again, this is another one that if you watched our Liverpool Squad video a couple of days ago, you may have already seen this one, so I'll skip through this one relatively quickly. But a few seasons at Sunderland, became a cam at Liverpool when he first joined, played a bit more of a central role alongside John Joe Shelby for FIFA 13. Some interesting cards. Struggled to get a rare card until FIFA 16, and then he's had a couple of decent cards ever since. I never use him in FIFA, but his stats are actually not too bad. I think I probably should give him a bit of a chance, because high work rate, it'd probably be good fun to use in a squad. But we're going to move on now to Harry Kane. Now I'm gonna go up straight up to the striker, because this is someone that definitely warrants being a proper striker. But Big Harry, was it 30 goals he got this season? Didn't quite get the record that Salah did, but absolutely tremendous. Now I'm sure some of you guys remember, he started off on loan at Norwich. There's a great picture, I think, oh no, it might be the following season, where who was he at the following season? I can't remember. Okay, I am actually losing my head. I just had to double check. There's an image of Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane sat next to each other on a subs bench together, and I was like, why would it have been Norwich? He was also on loan at Leicester in that FIFA 13 season, but he returned to Spurs. Then in the FIFA 15 year, he was given a run out in Spurs Europa League campaign, and this is when people actually started to realise he's not a bad player. I'll never forget, there was a game, I think he scored 2 goals, and then went in goal and spilled it. Someone took so basically the goalie got sent off. They took a free kick and he was in goal and he literally spilled it into his own net. They won quite comfortably, but I'll never forget. That was like, for me, when I first noticed Harry Kane, was that game. And obviously fantastic way he continued that season. Ended up as an 81, then all the way up to an 85. And he's an 88 rated card this year, which is a monumental increase. He's gone up 21 ratings over the course of, from FIFA 14 to now, and 20 from FIFA 15 to now. Really, really incredible stuff, and it is deserved. He's not been a one-season wonder, that's for sure, like everyone thought he was going to be. But we'll move on now to Marcus Rashford. This is going to be quite a quick one for Marcus Rashford, because as you can see, his first card was FIFA 15. Marcus Rashford has his left mid informs and all those different cards there, but as you can see on the screen, started out as a 77 rated card, and simple enough, upgraded to an 81 rated left mid, which is the one that I was supposed to click on then, but it doesn't matter. We'll just put this one in the squad, and we'll move on to our final player of the episode, and that is going to be Danny Welbeck. Now, Danny Welbeck, like quite a few Manchester United players, went on loan to Preston North End. It's quite a common career path for Man United players. FIFA 10, he was at Preston North End. He then went on loan to Sunderland. Again, I'll never forget this. He had quite a good season at Sunderland. In fact, I'm going to find you guys his goal return. I'm pretty sure it was quite strong. It's still Danny Welbeck. Let's not forget that. But yeah, it's worse than I thought it was. He scored 6 in 26. Never mind. FIFA 11, obviously, he was at Sunderland. He then returned to Man United. He kind of got a bit of game time over these few seasons. A lot of the time he was pushed out left, but he stayed as a striker in FIFA and was pretty strong. Then moved to Arsenal in what was just a really bizarre move at the time. We couldn't quite wrap our heads around it, but it definitely did happen. And a few more seasons at Arsenal this year. He's had a bit of an impact in the Europa League, where we haven't been able to play Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and he is where he is now. He's got a few goals in the league. He's such a bizarre player. He's an interesting inclusion in the World Cup squad. I'm not sure what to make of it really, because like I said, he's a weird player. Sometimes he can be alright, the other time he'll fall over the ball and do the most outrageous stuff. So who knows what he's going to be like for England. But that, guys, that is half of the 23-man squad. Well, 11 plus 1 of the 23-man squad that is going to the Russian 2018 World Cup. It's not the strongest, is it? The couple of players that stand out, but especially their FIFA history, is not entirely incredible. We've got some interesting ones coming up in part 2, including a player that went across to play in Portugal. So that'll be out on Sunday if you guys haven't watched it already. If it's later than Sunday, then you can go ahead and watch it now. If not, be sure to subscribe. You can do that with the little button down below to keep updated. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below who you would like to see in future episodes of this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.